Friends, let me tell you something very important today. In coming few years, entire business propositions will be completely changed for Indian exporters and international business fraternity. Would you like to know how? Just stay tuned till the end of this video. We'll have a beautiful insights. Yes, friends, you are absolutely right. I am definitely talking about India Europe Free Trade Agreement, the mother of all deals. Recently, Indian government has signed up an beautiful and power packed agreement with European Union. Friends, this is not just a policy update. It is massive business opportunity, my friends. I can go on emphasizing on the word massive, as it is completely changing the business horizons for Indian exporters and entire people, entire industries who are operating in international businesses. In this very video, we are going to see all the nitty gritties of this India EU FTA. Let me just get started. Friends, in spite of having this beautiful opportunity, so many businesses, I can say 90% of the businesses are going to miss this opportunity because they are completely not in a position to understand its importance. And just because they don't know anything, they are going to miss this opportunity anyways. But if you want to succeed, you want to start or expand your businesses into Europe, you got to know this. Let's understand now what problems are business owners facing right now. See, friends, there are so many businesses who wants to enter into European market, who wants to do business with European countries, but somehow they are lacking a certain confidence because high import duties in Europe. Secondly, there is a strong and severe competition from countries like China and Vietnam. Thirdly, there is a confusion in compliances, international business compliances. And lastly, price pressure. So naturally, what will happen, even if your products or services are so very good, but still you are not able to cope up with the prices in competitive environment, you end up losing deals. That's what the current scenario is. The worst part is there are some companies who already started exporting also without knowing free trade agreements with that region or with that country. But this scenario is definitely going to change in times to come. India and Europe free trade agreement will change the game. The free trade agreements itself plays a vital role, very important role in foreign trade. One needs to understand what all the nitty-gritties and what all the benefits both countries or both regional governments have introduced to simplify the trade practices between the countries or between the regions. Friends, understand this thing very carefully. This powerful agreement, this is the mother of all the deals. Free trade agreement between India and European Union is completely designed to reduce or to eliminate the duties. This is first and foremost things you need to understand, which simply means your product becomes cheaper in European countries. Your competitiveness increases, and most importantly, your margins will increase. Let's say you are doing in certain products which attracts 10% of import duty, but suddenly after this FTA came into effect, this duty completely becomes zero. In simple words, there will be no duty or tariffs on that particular products which is earlier attracting 10% duty. If you are into already in exports, you are very well in a position to understand what I'm trying to brief. This is not a small thing, my friends. This is a huge thing. That's the reason I'm completely emphasizing on we got to fetch maximum out of this and try to boost our exports to European Union in times to come. But the thing is, these benefits are not automatic. You can only avail this benefit if your product should be qualified to be entered into a European markets as a duty-free product. Secondly, you follow a rules of origin. And last but not least, is your documentation is proper and correct. So how should I approach this kind of scenario? To answer your these questions, let me just give you a simple framework. Market, product, distribution, and compliance. These four things you need to understand very clearly and properly to avail the maximum benefits of this FTA. Let's dive more deeply into this. Firstly, understand market. When I'm saying market, which market? FTA, that means free trade agreement, is between India and European Union. So in this European Union, there are almost 28 plus countries. Great Britain have exited from European Union. There are almost 27 countries to my knowledge. Every country has a different demand. Which country you want to export first? France, Netherlands, Belgium, Germany, which country? Every country has a specific demand for the different products. Which products you are intending to export to which country? These all are different parameters and factors to consider if you are trying to export to European market. Every product has a different set of demand, different pricing, different set of people who needs it, and different countries having different demands for it. It completely depends on your product. If it's falling in that particular segment, then only you can think of availing benefits of FTA to the full of its potential. So things are very much clear. If you want to select the product of your own, then you need to consider all these things. You want to consider market first and then you can select product. Accordingly things will change. It completely depends on. Third major point is distribution. For that particular product, how will you reach to your buyers or your purchaser or your importers if you are exporting from India? Through B2B channels, distribution channels, or you have your own network in that particular country or region, you can reach up to your buyers very easily from that network itself. It's completely depending on your own modus operandi of selecting buyers in that particular region or country. And lastly, as I said, compliance. And this is where most of the businesses fail because they are very much lacking behind in knowledge, proper HS codes, documentation, and rules of origin. These all three things are very much essential when it comes to compliance. If you really want to become a successful exporter or international business person, you need to take compliances very seriously if we are looking for serious success in the business. Friends, after knowing all these things which I've just narrated, one thing is very much clear. Opportunities like free trade agreement are not for everyone and anyone. This is the certain and clear-cut opportunity for people and businesses who prepared for it. Right? So government is taking their own initiatives. This is the greatest thing on their part, but we as an exporter, we need to understand it first clearly whether it is really for me or not. And biggest opportunity to boost Indian exporters, to boost your business into European country and encourage your fellow exporters to do the same. If you are serious about export business, particularly entering into European market or maybe scaling globally everywhere, you need to take FTAs, that is free trade agreements, very much seriously. That is a part and parcel of international business, foreign trade. For your ease only, I have created a global business blueprint. You can do two things. You can book strategic discovery call directly with me just to understand if you are ready to enter into European market or not. Alternatively, I have already developed a global business blueprint if you want to achieve a greater success in international business or in European markets, to be precise. There are two links given in the description of this video. One link will lead you to the global business blueprint and another link will take you to book a strategic discovery call with me. Friends, choice is yours. If you are convinced about international business, if you are convinced about entering into European market, skies are really limit. You just think of it and we get the things rolling it for you. Before signing off from this video, friends, let me just tell you one thing clearly. Please don't enter into global markets blindly. Build with clarity and scale with strategy. This is a thumb rule, my friends, you need to follow if you want to succeed into international business and particularly into European markets. With this note, I am just signing off from this video. Meet you in the next video. Till then, thank